We will now create the wireframe necessary to create the surfaces. First, make sure you're in 3D construction mode. Then, select Planes. Change the graphics view to front, and make sure construction plane is set to front as well. Select Wireframe, and then select Rectangle. Change the width to 2 inches and the height to -1 and press Enter. Then select the origin. Press OK to exit the command. Select Line Parallel. Select this line and pick a point above it. Change the offset distance to 0.25 and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Select Line Endpoints. Select the first endpoint here, and sketch the second one roughly here. Change the length to 0.25 and the angle to 350 and press Enter. Press OK and create new operation. Select the first endpoint here and sketch the second one roughly here. Change the length to 1 and the angle to 150 and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Click the arrow next to Circle Edge Point and select Arc Endpoints. Change the radius to 5 inches and press Enter. Zoom in, select this endpoint, and then this one. Select this arc to keep. Press OK and create new operation. Change the radius to 1.5 and press Enter. Select this endpoint, and then this one. Select this arc to keep. Press OK to exit the command. Select Divide. Select this entity, this entity, this one, and this one. Then press OK to exit the command. Change your view to isometric. Right-click in the graphics window and change the surface color to red number 12. Select Surfaces. Then select Revolve. Change the selection method to Partial. Select the first entity here, and then select the last entity here. Then press OK. Select this line as the axis of rotation. Change the start angle to 247.5 degrees and the end angle to 292.5 degrees. Press OK to exit the command. We will now create the wireframe for one pocket. Change your view to top. Then select Wireframe and Line Endpoints. Select the origin, making sure you do not select the endpoints. To make it easier, you can select Auto Cursor Origin. Unshade the part. Sketch the second endpoint roughly here. Set the length to 1.8 and the angle to 270 minus 11.25. Then press Enter. Press OK to exit the command. Change your view to isometric. Then select Create Point Position. Select the fast point icon and enter the coordinates as 0, minus 1.25 and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Change your view back to top. Select Line Endpoints. Select this point and sketch the second endpoint roughly here. Set the length to 0.35 and the angle to 180 plus 25 and press Enter. Press OK to exit the command. Select Fillet Entities. Change the radius to 0.15 and press Enter. Select the first entity here and the second entity here. Then press OK to exit the command. Click on Select All Point Entities and press Delete on your keyboard. Select Transform Mirror. Hold Shift on your keyboard and select this entity. Then press End Selection. Make sure the method is set to copy and the axis is set to Y. Then press OK to exit the command. Right-click in the Graphics menu and Clear Colors. Return to Wireframe. Click the arrow next to Circle Edge Point and select Arc Endpoints. Change the radius to 1.8 and press Enter. Select the first endpoint here and the second endpoint here. Select this arc to keep. Then press OK to exit the command. Click the arrow under Fillet Entities and select Fillet Chains. Select this entity. Then press OK. When the warning appears, select No. Change the radius to 0.15 and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Change your view back to isometric. Then select Transform Project. Hold Shift on your keyboard and select this entity. Then press End Selection. Change the method to Move. And for Project 2, select Surfaces. If necessary, reshade the part by pressing Alt-S on your keyboard and select this surface. Then press End Selection. Ensure Surface Projection is set to View. Press OK to exit the command. Hold Shift on your keyboard and select the spline. Then press Alt-E to hide all other geometry. Return to Home and then select Analyze Chain. Select the chain here. Then press OK. Make sure Direction Reversal Display is on, and Create Arrow at Start of each chain is enabled. And make sure Overlapping Entities is set to Display. Then press OK. There should be one chain with 10 entities, no overlapping entities, and no direction changes. If any errors have been detected here, press OK, press Ctrl-Z on your keyboard, and recreate the wireframe, and then project it to the surface again. Press Alt-E to bring back the hidden geometry. Hold Shift on your keyboard and select the chain. Then select Transform Translate. Make sure the method is set to copy and set the Z value to minus 0.25 and press Enter. Press Alt-S to unshade the part to see the wireframe. Press OK to exit the command. Right-click in the graphics window and Clear Colors. Change the surface color to dark green. Select Surfaces and then select Loft. select the first contour here, and then the second contour here, making sure the arrows are pointing in the same direction and are at the same location in each case. Selecting the chain differently will have the arrow appear somewhere else. When both contours have been selected, press OK. Make sure the type is set to lofted, then press OK to exit the command. Under Surfaces, select Trim to Curves. Select this surface and press End Selection. Then select this spline and press OK. In the Trim to Curves panel, select Project Curves to Normal and enable Split Model. Then click twice in this area. Press OK. Select this surface, then select Transform, Translate. Change the method to Move and set the Z value to -0.2 and press Enter. Press OK to exit the command. And clear colors. Right-click in the graphics window and select Surface Color and then select More Colors. Change the color to 138. Then press OK. Under Surfaces, select Fillet to Surfaces. Select the floor and press End Selection. Select the wall and press End Selection. Change the radius to 0.0625 and press Enter. Select Modify Normals and make sure the arrows are pointing inwards and upwards in both cases. If either of the arrows are not pointed correctly, select that surface. When you're finished, press Enter. Enable Trim Surfaces. Then press OK to exit the command. Right-click in the graphics window and change the Z value to -1 and press Enter. Change the surface color to dark blue. Then select Wireframe and Line Endpoints. Select this endpoint and sketch the second endpoint roughly here. Change the length to 1.75 and the angle to 292.5 degrees and press Enter. Press OK and create new operation. Select this endpoint and sketch the second one roughly here. Change the length to 0.45 and the angle to 345, then press Enter. Press OK to exit the command. Select Transform, Mirror. Select this line. Then press End Selection. Change the axis to Vector, and then click on Select Vector. Select this line. Then press OK. And clear colors. Select Wireframe and Fillet Entities. Change the radius to 0.0625 and press Enter. Select the first entity here, and then this entity. Then press OK to exit the command. Select Break Two Pieces. Zoom in and select this arc. Then move your mouse and select the midpoint. Press Escape to exit the command. Delete these three entities. Now is a good time to save your file so that you don't lose progress if anything happens. Select Save As. Give your file a name and press Save. Right-click in the graphics window and change the surface color to magenta. Then select Surfaces and select Draft. Select the contour here. Then press OK. Change the length to 0.75 and the angle to -10. Then press Enter. Press OK to exit the command. Select Wireframe. Click the arrow under Curve Slice and select Curve at Intersection. Select these two surfaces. Then press End Selection. Select these two surfaces and press End Selection. Press OK to exit the command. Return to Surfaces and then select Trim to Curves. Select these two surfaces and press End Selection. Select the curve here, then press OK. Make sure Project Curves to is set to normal. Enable Extend Curves to Edge and disable Split Model. Click twice in this area. Press OK and create new operation. Select this surface and press End Selection. Then select the curve here and press OK. Click twice in this area. Then press OK and create new operation. Select this surface and press End Selection. Select the curve and press OK. Click twice in this area. Then press OK to exit the command. Select Transform Mirror. Hold Shift on your keyboard and select the curve. Then select these two surfaces and press End Selection. Make sure the method is set to copy and the axis is set to Y. Then press OK to exit the command. Right-click in the graphics window and clear colors. Return to Surfaces and select Trim to Curves. Select the surface and press End Selection. Select the chain and press OK. Then click twice in this area. Press OK and create new operation. Select this surface and press End Selection. Select this chain and press OK. And click twice in this area. Press OK to exit the command. Right-click in the graphics window and change the color back to orange. Select Fillet to Surfaces. Rotate the part and select these two surfaces. Then press End Selection. And select this surface and press End Selection. When the warning appears, press OK. This warning usually appears because one or all of the surface normals are oriented in the wrong direction, or because the radius of the fillet surface is either too big or too small. Select Modify Normals. Click on each of the surfaces so that the arrows are pointed inwards and downwards. Press Enter. Make sure the radius is set to 0.0625. Trim Surfaces is enabled, and Automatically Preview Results is enabled. Then select Advanced. Make sure Fillet is selected, and enable Extend Surfaces. Press OK and create new operation. Repeat the process on the other side. Then press OK and create new operation. Select this surface and this one. Then press End Selection. Then select this surface and press End Selection. Press OK, modify normals, and click on this surface. Then press Enter. Press OK and create new operation. Select this surface and press End Selection. Select this one and End Selection. Then press OK to exit the command. We will need to blend these three fillets to create a smooth corner. Select 3 Fillet Blend. Then select these 3 surfaces. Make sure the blend method is set to 3 sides and Trim Surfaces is enabled. Then press OK and create new operation. Repeat the process on the opposite corner. Then press OK to exit the command. Return your view to isometric and save your file. Select Transform and then Rotate. In the Quick Masks area, click on Select All Surface Entities. Then press End Selection. Make sure the method is set to Copy, the number of instances is set to 7, and the angle is 45 degrees. Then press Enter. Press OK to exit the command. And clear colors. Right-click in the graphics window and change the Z depth back to 0 and press Enter. Select Levels. Change the name for level 1 to Wireframe. Change the level to 2 and give it the name Toolpath Geometry. Click on Select All Surface Entities and return home. Then click on Change Level. Make sure Operation is set to Move and use Active Level is enabled. Then press OK. Disable visibility for level 1. Then save your file.